Hi, and welcome to Snip Talks MMA. Apologize to you guys, I've been battling the cold. Been kind of bothering me, but I wanted to have a video about the predicted champions by the end of 2020. Now, a lot of the MMA communities I'm a part of, I see everyone has their list out going all the way through, and I think it's gonna be pretty interesting how it play out. My list is pretty interesting. No real surprises, I guess. So I start off with the flyweight division, and I feel like jiu-jitsu, Joe Benavidez is going to be the flyweight champion. I really don't see how he wouldn't be flyweight champ. Moving on to the next division with bantamweight, I'm gonna go with Jan, man. I think everybody can agree there that Peter Yan is the guy, man. He's for sure gonna be bantamweight champion, without a question. On the women's side of it, women's bantamweight, I'm gonna still have to go with Amanda Nunes. I don't see anyone really challenging her right now. She may be the woman GOAT currently. I don't see any disputes there. I mean, she beat all the notable people that she could beat. I mean, Holly, Misha Tate, Ronda, Chris Cyborg, of course, Valentina. So, I mean, it's Jermaine, the round of me she just beat. Even though I feel like it should have been a little more dominant because she almost got caught. If Jermaine, man, if she had better jiu-jitsu skills, she could have probably finished her in that triangle. That is my opinion. But before I get to the other two divisions and the women, I continue on, moving on. So featherweight, for me, of course, you guys know I am a fan of Korean Zombie. So I'm going to say for the featherweight division, Korean Zombie by the end of 2020 will end up being champion. I feel like the featherweight division is fun. It's like really fun. You got Volkanovski, all those guys, Max, Zabit, Yair. This is a really fun division. I think Barbosa now coming over there, so it makes it fun. I like the division a lot. Moving on, we go to the lightweight division, and for the year, before the year is complete, very end of 2020, I'm still going with Nurmagomedov as the lightweight champion. I feel like he's gonna beat Tony Ferguson, even though I think it's gonna be a heck of a fight. I think it really comes down to how aggressive Ferguson is once he gets took down, and then also how Nurmagomedov can handle that punching power of Ferguson. It looked like Ferguson got those little cinder blocks in the hand, that padded clay in those gloves or something, but his hand's extra heavy. So I think that's how it's gonna come down, play out. It's gonna be a heck of a fight. I seen also in the internet community, I seen people saying that, if it come down to it, they got Conor on standby if that fight don't make it all the way through, just like they got Gaethje on standby if Cerrone don't make it through. I really don't know about all that stuff, man. Everybody want to play matchmaker. I get it. I feel like, hey, let's see what happens. I really believe in my heart of hearts that Tony Ferguson is going to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov, and they actually will have the fight with no injuries and no crazy shenanigans. Moving on, we got the welterweight division. I seen some people say Leon Edwards. Some people saying Kobe Covington. Some people even saying, Woodley go ahead and finish it out 2020. But I'm still going with Kamaru Usman, man. His pedigree with wrestling, he improving himself with the kickboxing. That fight with Usman and Kobe was fantastic, man. It was fantastic. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. It's everything that you need to see with two high-level, top-notch guys. Quality, quality. In this middleweight, up and down. Everybody got opinions. Some people saying Izzy. Some people saying Paulo Costa. Some people saying Yair Romero. I mean, Bobby Knuckles, Calvin Gastelum. It's a lot of intrigue out there, but I'm going to have to go with Izzy. I think Israel Adesanya will go ahead and finish out the rest of the year as middleweight champion. We got light heavyweight champion next, and I really don't see anybody beating Bones. I just don't see it. Not right now. I know a lot of people think, oh man, Corey Anderson might be able to out wrestle John Jones. It's like I think Corey Anderson would get viciously elbowed to sleep. My opinion, at least go pass around. I do think Corey Anderson should get a shot after Dominic Reyes next month. But you know, I see that John want to move up to heavyweight. Can John handle the heavyweights though? Really? I mean, Stipe, Ngannou. Oh man, I don't know, man. Can he even handle Overeem? I mean, he may be more dynamic of a striker, but man, that power. He's probably gonna come in like his natural weight, 220, 225, 230, maybe 235, maybe a little heavy for him, but he'll come in around that. But light heavyweight, John Jones. Now, if John Jones decided to vacate the belt, I think Santos, man, he looked real solid moving up. I like Santos a lot. So I think he can potentially, if Jones leaves, Santos could be, and he come back healthy after those knees. He could be light heavyweight champion. And then heavyweight, of course, you can always say Stipe. Um, if the rematch or the trilogy fight with DC and Stipe, this is where things can get very interesting because let's say DC win that fight, he's gonna vacate the belt. Let's say John Jones say, hey, you know what? I want to move up to heavyweight. So then you're gonna have Stipe against John Jones. Can Stipe knock out John Jones? Potentially. You know, who was a better striker? Well, John Jones probably a better striker. He utilizes his length really well. Who's a better wrestler? Well, John Jones is a better wrestler, But when it comes to the weight class, Stipe been a heavyweight. I mean, his whole career. John Jones got to bulk up. This whole thing like what GSP used to always say about trying to move up and fighting Silva and all these things. But I don't know, man. I feel like if DC win that fight, retire, John Jones will end up being heavyweight champion. I think he'll move up and contend for that title just to say, hey, I had one of these two, DC. Look what I have that you don't got, because that's John Jones. He one of those guys. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I think it's very interesting. Going for the women, I really feel like some people saying that Joanna win, like she's supposed to fight Weili Zhang. And man, I really don't see Weili losing, man. She's something, man. I think she'll finish it out. Some people said Thug Rose, but no, I'm going with Zhang. I think she'll finish out her campaign for the year as well as Valentina. I just don't see no other women. I think Valentina's next fight is, Holly Holm. It's not really Holly Holm, but the lady looked like Holly Holm. I think it was Shuhan. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So the year out, I really like to see Amanda fight Valentina again. And Valentina's weight class move down. I don't know. I just don't want to see it at, bantamweight or none of that. So you guys tell me what you think. Catch me in the next video.